There is something happening in your life right now that most people never stop to realize. It is silent, invisible, and yet it is shaping every decision you make, every opportunity you attract, and every result you experience. It is not your circumstances. It is not your past. It is not even the opinions of others. It is something far more powerful. The picture you are holding in your mind, think about this for a moment. Before anything ever changed in your life, it was first seen in someone's imagination. Every success story you admire today was once just a mental image, a quiet vision, a belief that refused to disappear. And the same truth applies to you right now. Your future is not waiting to be discovered, it is waiting to be created from what you repeatedly see within yourself. But here is where most people get stuck. They are thinking without direction, they are imagining without control, and they are living without realizing that their inner world is quietly programming their outer world. The mind does not ignore what you repeatedly feed it. It accepts it, it grows it, and eventually it becomes it. So the real question is not what you want in life. The real question is, what are you consistently seeing when no one is watching? Because that unseen vision is slowly becoming your reality. If you have ever felt like you are working hard but not moving forward, or trying your best but still not reaching your goals, this message will challenge the way you think at the deepest level. Because the missing piece is not effort alone, and it is not luck. It is alignment between what you see in your mind and what you are becoming in your actions. Stay with this message until the end, because what you are about to hear is not just motivation. It is a shift in understanding that can completely change the direction of your life if you truly apply it. The idea that mental vision creates reality is rooted in the way the human mind operates as both a creator and a director of life experiences. Every outcome you see in the physical world begins as a thought, an image, or a vision formed in the mind. This inner picture acts like a blueprint, quietly shaping your decisions, behaviors, and reactions over time. When you repeatedly visualize a specific goal or outcome, your brain starts to treat it as something important and familiar rather than distant or impossible. This familiarity reduces fear and uncertainty, making it easier for you to take actions that align with that vision. The mind does not clearly distinguish between vividly imagined experiences and real ones, which is why athletes, performers, and successful individuals often use visualization as a tool to prepare for success before it physically happens. When you hold a strong mental image of success, your focus naturally shifts toward opportunities that support that image, while distractions and negative influences lose their power over you. In contrast, if your mind is dominated by thoughts of failure, limitation, or doubt, those images become the guiding blueprint, leading you to act in ways that reinforce those negative expectations. Over time, this creates a cycle where your outer reality mirrors your inner world. The process is subtle but powerful because it happens consistently and often without conscious awareness. Your beliefs strengthen the images you hold, and your emotions give them energy, making them even more influential in shaping your behavior. For example, if you constantly see yourself as confident and capable, you begin to carry yourself with more assurance, speak more boldly, and take greater risks, all of which increase the likelihood of success. On the other hand, if your mental vision is unclear or filled with hesitation, your actions become inconsistent, and results reflect that confusion. Mental vision also influences how you interpret events, as the mind tends to filter information based on what it already expects to see, meaning you notice opportunities that align with your vision and overlook those that do not. This selective attention reinforces the reality you are creating internally, making it feel even more real and achievable. Over time, the repeated alignment between thought, emotion, and action transforms the imagined vision into tangible results, showing how the mind serves as the starting point of all creation. The strength of belief is what transforms a simple mental image into a driving force that influences every part of your life, because a vision without belief remains nothing more than imagination. Belief acts as the emotional and psychological fuel behind your thoughts, giving them weight, direction, and persistence. When you truly believe in something, your mind stops questioning its possibility and begins working toward its achievement with focus and determination. This shift is crucial because doubt creates hesitation, while belief creates momentum. A weak belief produces inconsistent effort, where you may start strong but quickly lose confidence when challenges arise, leading to incomplete actions and limited results. On the other hand, a strong belief creates resilience, allowing you to push through obstacles, setbacks, and temporary failures without losing sight of your goal. The mind naturally aligns your actions with what you believe to be true. So if you believe you are capable of achieving success, you will unconsciously make choices that support that outcome. This includes taking initiative, seeking opportunities, and persisting even when results are not immediate. Belief also shapes how you interpret circumstances, as individuals with strong belief tend to see difficulties as temporary and solvable, while those with weak beliefs see them as proof of limitation. This difference in perception directly impacts behavior, which ultimately determines results. The subconscious mind plays a key role in this process, as it accepts deeply held beliefs as instructions and works continuously to bring them into reality. Repetition of positive thoughts can begin to form belief, but it is emotional conviction that solidifies it. When you combine clear vision with strong belief, your thoughts gain a sense of certainty that influences your confidence, communication, and decision-making. People who possess this level of belief often appear more decisive and focused, not because they have all the answers, but because they trust their ability to figure things out along the way. This trust reduces fear and increases action, creating a cycle where action leads to small wins, and those wins further strengthen belief. In contrast, a lack of belief creates internal conflict, where part of you desires success while another part doubts it, resulting in hesitation and missed opportunities. Over time, the consistency of belief determines the consistency of action, and consistent action is what produces meaningful results in any area of life. The concept of subconscious acceptance revolves around how the deeper part of your mind absorbs repeated thoughts and begins to treat them as unquestioned truth, regardless of whether they are positive or negative. The subconscious mind does not analyze, debate, or judge ideas in the same way the conscious mind does. Instead, it responds to repetition, emotion, and consistency. When a thought is repeated often enough, especially with feeling attached to it, it gradually bypasses conscious resistance and settles into the subconscious, where it becomes a guiding belief. Once accepted at this level, the thought begins to influence behavior, habits, and perception automatically, without requiring deliberate effort. This is why people often act in ways that reflect long-held beliefs, even if they are not actively thinking about them in the moment. The subconscious operates like a silent program running in the background, shaping decisions, reactions, and even body language based on what it has accepted as true. For example, if someone repeatedly tells themselves they are not capable or not deserving of success, the subconscious adopts that idea and starts directing actions that align with it, such as avoiding risks, hesitating in important situations, or giving up too early. On the other hand, if empowering thoughts are consistently impressed upon the mind, the subconscious begins to support behaviors that lead toward growth and achievement. This process is strengthened when thoughts are combined with strong emotions, because emotion acts as a signal that something is important, making the subconscious more likely to accept and prioritize it. Over time, the repetition of certain ideas creates mental patterns, and these patterns turn into habits of thinking and acting. The subconscious also influences how you perceive the world, as it filters information in a way that confirms what it already believes, causing you to notice evidence that supports your internal programming while ignoring what contradicts it. This selective perception reinforces the beliefs even further, making them feel more real and unquestionable. Changing subconscious acceptance requires conscious effort, especially in the beginning, because you are essentially replacing old patterns with new ones. This involves repeatedly introducing new thoughts, reinforcing them with emotion, and maintaining consistency until the subconscious begins to accept them as the new standard, gradually shifting your automatic responses and aligning your behavior with the new belief system. The role of emotions in amplifying thoughts lies in their ability to give energy, intensity, and urgency to whatever you focus on, turning ordinary ideas into powerful internal forces that shape behavior and outcomes. Thoughts on their own can be passive and easily forgotten, but when combined with strong emotions, they become deeply imprinted in the mind and far more influential. Emotions act as a signal to the brain that something matters, which increases attention, strengthens memory, and accelerates the process of internalizing those thoughts. When you think about a goal with excitement, passion, or belief, your mind treats that vision as significant, making it more likely to guide your actions and decisions. This is why people who feel emotionally connected to their goals tend to pursue them with greater persistence and intensity, as their actions are fueled not just by logic, but by a deeper internal drive. Positive emotions such as faith, enthusiasm, and determination reinforce empowering thoughts, making them more dominant in your mental landscape, while negative emotions like fear, doubt, and anxiety can strengthen limiting beliefs and create resistance to progress. The connection between emotion and thought also affects how the subconscious mind processes information, as emotionally charged thoughts are more likely to be accepted and stored as beliefs. This means that if you consistently attach strong positive emotions to your vision of success, your subconscious becomes more aligned with that vision and works to bring it into reality. Emotions also influence your physical state, affecting posture, tone of voice, and overall presence, which in turn impacts how you interact with others and respond to opportunities. For example, someone who feels confident and excited about their goals will naturally communicate with more clarity and conviction, increasing their chances of success in social and professional situations. On the other hand, someone dominated by fear or doubt may hesitate, avoid challenges, or miss opportunities altogether. Emotional intensity also plays a role in motivation, as stronger emotions create a greater sense of urgency and commitment, pushing you to take action even when it is uncomfortable or difficult. Over time, the repeated combination of specific thoughts and emotions forms patterns that shape your mindset and behavior, reinforcing either progress or limitation depending on the nature of those emotions. The more consistently you generate positive emotional energy around your goals, the more powerful and influential your thoughts become, guiding your actions in a direction that aligns with the outcomes you desire. Focus determines direction because the human mind naturally moves toward whatever it consistently pays attention to, shaping both perception and behavior in a way that aligns with that focus. Your attention acts like a spotlight, highlighting certain thoughts, ideas, and possibilities while leaving others in the background. When you repeatedly focus on a specific goal, your brain begins to prioritize it, organizing your thoughts and actions around achieving it. This prioritization influences the choices you make, the opportunities you notice, and the way you respond to situations. The mind is constantly processing vast amounts of information, but it filters that information based on what you consider important, meaning your focus directly controls what you become aware of in your environment. If your focus is scattered or inconsistent, your efforts become diluted, leading to confusion, lack of progress, and missed opportunities. In contrast, when your focus is clear and steady, it creates a sense of direction, making it easier to take purposeful action and maintain momentum over time. This is because focused attention strengthens neural pathways associated with that goal, making related thoughts and behaviors more automatic and efficient. Focus also influences your emotional state, as concentrating on positive outcomes can build confidence and motivation, while dwelling on negative possibilities can increase stress and hesitation. The direction of your focus determines whether your energy is spent building progress or reinforcing limitations. For example, if you constantly focus on problems, obstacles, and potential failure, your mind becomes conditioned to expect difficulty, which affects your attitude and reduces your willingness to take risks. On the other hand, focusing on solutions, opportunities, and growth trains your mind to look for ways forward, encouraging creativity and persistence. Over time, this consistent direction of focus shapes your habits, as repeated attention leads to repeated action, and repeated action forms patterns of behavior. These patterns become the foundation of your results, as your daily actions accumulate into long-term outcomes. Focus also plays a critical role in discipline, as it requires you to intentionally direct your attention away from distractions and toward what truly matters. In a world filled with constant interruptions, the ability to control your focus becomes a powerful advantage, allowing you to stay aligned with your goals despite external pressures. The more you practice directing your focus toward meaningful objectives, the more naturally your mind begins to support those objectives, guiding your decisions and actions in a way that steadily moves you closer to what you are trying to achieve. Action follows imagination because the images you consistently hold in your mind naturally shape the way you behave, often without you realizing it. When you clearly imagine a certain outcome, your brain begins to organize your thoughts and responses around making that outcome possible, creating a subtle but powerful link between what you see internally and what you do externally. The mind is designed to seek alignment between belief and behavior, so when you repeatedly visualize yourself achieving something, your actions gradually begin to reflect that vision. This happens because mental imagery influences your expectations, and your expectations influence your decisions. If you see yourself as capable, successful, and progressing, you are more likely to take initiative, pursue opportunities, and act with confidence. On the other hand, if your imagination is filled with doubt or failure, your actions tend to become cautious, hesitant, or avoidant, reinforcing same negative outcomes. Imagination also serves as a form of mental rehearsal, allowing you to experience situations before they happen, which reduces uncertainty and builds a sense of familiarity. This familiarity makes it easier to act when the real moment arrives, as your mind has already practiced the scenario. As a result, your responses become more natural and decisive rather than uncertain or reactive. The clarity of your imagination plays an important role in this process because vague or inconsistent mental images lead to unclear actions, while detailed and focused imagery provides a stronger sense of direction. When you can clearly see what you want, you are more likely to recognize the steps needed to get there and take consistent action toward it. Emotions also enhance this connection, as imagining success with strong, positive feelings increases motivation and commitment, making it more likely that you will follow through with effort. Over time, repeated imagination combined with action creates a reinforcing cycle, where small steps lead to small results, and those results strengthen your belief in the vision, encouraging even greater action. This cycle gradually transforms the imagined outcome into a real one, as consistent behavior aligned with a clear vision produces measurable progress. The process may not always be immediate, but the direction remains steady as long as the imagination remains focused and supported by action. The stronger and more consistent your mental images are, the more naturally your behavior aligns with them, guiding you toward outcomes that match what you have been repeatedly seeing in your mind. At its core, this entire message comes down to one undeniable truth. Your life is not shaped by chance, but by the thoughts you consistently hold, the beliefs you strengthen, and the vision you choose to focus on every single day. What begins as a simple image in your mind evolves into belief, settles into your subconscious, gains power through emotion, becomes clear through focus, and finally expresses itself through action. Every step in this process is connected, forming a chain that quietly but powerfully determines the direction of your life. When you take control of your inner world, you begin to take control of your outer reality. The results you experience are not random. They are reflections of what you have repeatedly seen, felt, and accepted as true within yourself. By becoming intentional about your thoughts, disciplined with your focus, and consistent with your actions, you place yourself in a position where success is no longer accidental, but inevitable, wishing you the strength to build powerful visions, the belief to stand by them, and the courage to act on them every single day. Good luck on your journey towards success, and thank you for your time and attention.